I ain't tryna wait. I can't be with, no, you can't touch this. Ayy, bitch, I do rich, my money thick. Ayy, walk with a limp,
So, we're here with the plucking process. So now, all I'm gonna do is spray it with some water because it's better to pluck your closure without water. With water. It was already pre-plucked, but it's not plucked enough. So basically what you do is part in its sections and pluck, but not pluck in the same spot, because if you pluck in the same spot, it will get bald. I'm not the best at plucking. I just started this plucking stuff, so my plucking may not look the best, but it looks good for me, for it to be like kind of my first time plucking. Okay, and I'm just gonna show you the rest of the video of me plucking this closure. And while we're at it, go ahead and subscribe. Please do. We're almost at 200. We're trying to get to 1,000. I know that's a big leap, but yes, to 1,000 to get to somewhere. Please subscribe, turn the notification bell, and like this video, and comment and follow me on all of my social medias. So now I'm going to show you how to make your closure look natural and bleached without bleaching it or putting powder on it. So basically what you're going to do is get your foundation. I have a liquid foundation, that's why it's without powder. So what you do is you put the liquid foundation on your hand and you dab it with your beauty blender or brush, whatever you choose to use, and you dab it into the lace. And you're gonna put a good amount, but not too much, because the more you put, the more it's gonna bleed through. And you just need to put enough to where it basically kind of covers your knots, like you will see at the end of the video. So take it off to see if it met your skin complexion really good. As I just showed you, it did. I also bought this big old thread thing. Yeah, because you're going to need it if you plan on making a lot of wigs. So first what you're going to do is take the dome cap out of the pack and you're going to put it on the head. The back of this dome cap has a tag in it, so that's when you put, it's kind of hard for me to put it on. So as you see, I put it on. Slide it back because you don't want it all the way down, because the mannequin head I have is like it's a head. The back has the number on it. In the front, oh no, I can't see. Well, I'll insert it if it's wrong. So make sure you line everything up. The 2 lines in the middle needs to be lined up with the lines on the mannequin head. That's what I was doing. I was shifting the wig cap and everything to make sure everything is completely done. So now what you're going to do is thread your needles. All 3 of them. Make it as long as you want. Make sure you knot the ends, because if you don't, then you're wasting your time. So make sure you knot the ends and thread your needle. So now what we're going to do is get ready to sew that closure on. This is a closure wig, not a frontal. I don't know how to do a frontal yet. I have hair from Tinashe's hair. This is a 5x5 closure. It has makeup on it to match my skin complexion. And also I plucked the knots a little, and it came pre-plucked, so I plucked it a little bit more. So I'm trying to bring the phone closer so you guys can see. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to line the closure up and place it on the wig cap. This is it's very time managing because, and I tell you, this is probably the most complicated part about me making a closure wig is laying the closure flat down, because you have to make sure it's flat everywhere, and you also have to pull it at least a few centimeters or an inch or so above the wig cap, because if you don't, then I don't know, it's gonna throw the whole wig off, I promise you. So now what you're going to do is gather all the hair and move it completely out of the way. This is where your your clips come in there, or you can braid it out the way. But I chose to clip it because that's easier for me. So right here I sew, is it sew or sewn? I went through the cap first to have the needle on the cap so the needle won't be close to the edge of the closure. So then now I'm going through the closure, and when you're sewing the closure down on the elastic part, do not sew through the elastic. Sew through the top fabric. Is very thin. You'll notice it, and you'll notice when you go through the elastic. So when you go through the elastic, it will make your wig tighter and you would not be able to wear it. So remember that, sew through the top layer, not the elastic. Also, when you're sewing the closure down, it's better to sew close together and not like far apart, because the closure will come loose. And how I'm sewing it is because I'm doing my own wig, but if I was sewing somebody else's stuff, it would be way tighter and closer. But this is my own wig, so I could fix it up anytime, any place, anywhere, when I felt like it. When you get to the middle, stop sewing and make a knot on that side. That's what I'm doing. I go to the other side because it gives me a more flat look than when I go all the way around. So I go from one side to the other. I don't know what just happened here. Oh, I basically skipped the whole closure process and went to the rest of the bundles. So I realized that maybe the stand wasn't good for me, so I went back to my normal wig stand on my table. On my dresser. So I'm taking the bundles out, and when I take the bundle out, I will do from closure to closure, not on the elastic but on the cap itself, from closure to closure for 2 times, and then I will show you the rest after that. So I add the T-pin to make sure the tracks stay in place while I T-pin it on the other side so I can know exactly where I'm sewing it on to. So I basically did do it on the elastic this time because it was 30 inches and I thought I was slick to put it on the end so that, you know, boo, my 30 inches can show. But it did make the wig a little tighter, but that's okay because it still fits my head. When you are first putting the track on the wig cap, what you have to do is sew through the weft. Do not just think you can go around the weft and be okay, because that weft is going to be poking out. So sew through the weft the first couple of times, and then you can just sew regularly after that. As you see, when I pulled it, that's how it looks because I'm sewing through the weft. I'm sorry, my hand is in the way. It's very hard to record this process without the proper stuff. So, yeah. Eventually, I changed it back, and you see I started over. So, you're going to now see me sew through the cap, and the knot is already through the weft. So, I had already sewed it, and now I'm going to sew through the weft again to make sure that it is A-okay. And no, I did not T-pin it down because I was just trying to get it sewn in the right place. Now I'm T-pinning it down. So now I'm going to speed this process up. And the rest is very self-explanatory. So, yeah, here you go. So now we have gotten to the part where you would just be going straight across, not circular. So basically what you're doing is just filling in the gaps by going straight across. Like, you would not be doing circles anymore. It would just be a line and a line. And you will sew it down as a line until you get all the way into the top. But I didn't record the process of me sewing close to the closure because I couldn't get the right footage, so it wasn't going to show clearly. But do not, I repeat, do not. Oh, I did record. Do not sew on top of the closure. When you make sure you have closure space left. Okay, make sure you still see the closure, because when you sew on top of the closure, it will not be flat and you will have a hump. When you take the wig off the off the mannequin head, you're gonna cut the excess cap off. Basically, you see, you cut around the thread. Oh, this is bad footage. But basically, you cut around the thread. You see, do not cut too close to the thread. And do not leave too much blackness around the thread. This is bad footage. I'm sorry, you guys. I am so sorry. But as you see, every time I get a good angle, I move. As you see, I'm cutting. Boom. Not too close to the thread. Well, I'm pretty close. But, you have to be very careful. So that is how you make a closure wig. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. The video is not the best, but it'll get better. And this is the wig of me styling it a little bit. I'm still not fully done because I haven't done the baby hairs or anything. I'm just showing you how it look plucked and styled. This is a 5x5 closure. Also, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.